Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Office Hours Live. So my name's Kevin and I'm an educator here at Zenler. And every week we do a live directly into the Facebook group, which is where you're probably watching this now if you're live. And we do this because one, it gets us in front of you, visible. We are a very visible team, the education team here at Zenler. Um, and we like to make sure that you know who we are and where you can reach out to get support and help if that's what you need. The other reason is it gives us the opportunity to be able to show you around a few parts of the platform itself and to be able to help you navigate around some of the nuances that exist within the platform, just so you get more familiar with it. And the more of these you attend, the more you'll sort of get used to it and understand it a little bit more. And we cover a couple of things in office hours. So firstly, if you are new to us, and it's great, we do get new people come in every single week. It's amazing to see you all here. We really enjoy interacting with the community, as you're probably aware. Um, but we do get new people in every single week. But also, if you've been here for some time, we've had a lot of people come back recently, reactivating their premium and their pro accounts, and they're really getting stuck into the platform itself, and that's really helping out. So it's helping their business. So we cover a couple of things on office hours. The first thing is I'll show you an area that you may be unfamiliar with regarding the educational side of Zenler and how you can use it more effectively, where you can find the help that you're looking for. And then we'll do a quick over the shoulder of an actual part within the platform itself that has either come up in conversation within the Facebook group or it's come up as a question or someone's not quite sure, and I've got a corker for you this week. So it's another part of the system that it's a sort of one and done scenario, but it was being talked about earlier this week, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to just show you those two areas within the site itself, the Zenler site platform, and how you can go in and edit those things. So let's crack on. Let's start off where we're going to start off, and here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. And the first thing I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to take me off camera for a moment, is the tutorial site. Now, a lot of you will know this is the main hub for everything information based on Zenler. So we have all of our boot camps here, we have all of our live stuff in here, we have funnels in here that are operating with different things that we're doing, and more importantly, we've got all of the tutorials in here. How do I use this? How can I create a funnel? How can I create a page? How can I do this? It's all in here for you. Now, a lot of you will remember towards the end of last year, the last quarter of last year, Zenler went through a rebranding exercise. You'll see all the lovely new logo here and the new colours and the new feel. And this is now translating over into the tutorial site, and then we rolled over into all of the sites and all of the areas in what we do, because it takes a while when it's an organisation and we have as much content as we do. So, but it does take a while. So we're working through this, and I wanted to give you a look because this is publicly available. You've probably seen some of it already, but just to give you an idea where we are with this and how we're moving forward with it, I think is a really important part of understanding how you can use it more effectively. Now I'm logged in here, and when I come in, you can get a free account over here, tutorials.newzenler.com, and you can access everything in here for free. So we don't charge for any of that stuff. So when you come onto the logged in homepage, you'll see that this is the training hub. Take a tour of the training hub. If you wish, there's a little video there normally that pops up. And then we've simplified the flow of the homepage. So we've got very basic here: training, Zenler events, live streams, new releases, resources, comparisons, tech support, and a blog for you. And then we have latest news. So that's our YouTube channel, and there's a video there that you can watch. So that was the bulk coupons feature that came out not so long ago. We've got our one-to-one onboarding session. So get onboarded, book now. So if you've upgraded and you've not had a one-to-one session with one of the education team, we run those a couple of times a week. There's slots running, I think it's a Tuesday and a Thursday, I believe. They're free as well. You get 25 minutes with an educator, and we'll go through with you what you now have access to. So a free account is quite limited because it needs to be limited. It's really an introduction to the platform. Do I like it? Does it feel good? is it going to work for me? You know, am I ready to invest in my course creation business? Once you say yes to all of those things and you love it, people tend to upgrade. The first question that came in the group this week that I saw was, well, does Zenler do a one-time payment for its membership? And they absolutely do not. So there is no one-time payment fee for Zenler, and there never will be, as far as I'm aware. It's a subscription-based platform. And remember, we only used to have yearly payments. The only option was pay yearly, and we now have the monthly option as well. So you can pay monthly or you can pay yearly to upgrade to Pro or Premium, and you can find more details about that as you go through and look at some of the things that we've got on the comparison. So let's just have a quick look at this. So if we go onto our training page here, remember I'm logged in. You can see all of the things that we've got. The complete guide to Zenler. They're looking very zen here, aren't they? Quick start guide, fast way to get started. Now these are being redone because obviously there's been updates and we need to rebrand as well. And there's a lot going on in there. But for now, they're perfectly good. They do their job really, really well and effectively. And there's the checklist as well. So those three are really the three that you need to go through when you're starting out with your account, because it means that you get a really good understanding. We guide you through it at a reasonable pace. Then that means not an overwhelming pace. It's a pace that you can cope with. So these three are really good ones to get started with. And then we have other things here. So get more traffic now, blog content. I don't know who actually did. We used to have these as course cards. We don't have them like that now. So they just click through. Adding promotions to emails, creating marketing funnels, marketing for leads and sales, AI workshop and advanced AI workshop. I believe that was done with a Zenler user in combination with an educator. Presenting skills, top 10 tips for great engagement of sales, free sales workshop for digital entrepreneurs, coaches and course creators. Excel superpowers, don't get mad, get skills. LinkedIn start a workshop. OBS Studio, someone was asking about OBS the other day. How can I record my courses? This is a really great workshop here that takes you through step by step how to set up OBS, how to bring in bits of media, how to do fancy screen transitions and all of that type of stuff. That's really a worthwhile one going through. If you don't have any other type of recording software, OBS is open source, it's free, and it works very, very well. But remember, you do need a reasonably powerful computer for it to work right. Top 20 SEO tricks, using CapCut. So if you're on your mobile and you're doing social stuff, how to use CapCut for course creators. Zooming past your competition, mastering Zoom. Learning branding and design. So ethically copy a site, hardware and software setup. That was David's setup. So he just went through what he's got there. Advanced ninja tricks, if you like to get involved in bits of coding stuff and whatnot, you can get involved in that. The Zenler template pack, we did put together a couple of basic templates for you to be able to use, copy the code over and implement it on your site. So go and have a look there if that's for you. Sunday live workshops, if you're interested in the live workshops, they have replays of workshops, the live ones that were done. So you might find something useful in there. Marketing your first course challenge, marketing basics with Zenler, 5-day social media optimization bootcamp, 5-day mindset bootcamp, 3-day lead to client bootcamp, master your communication bootcamp, launch your first course bootcamp, a really important one. So if you've not yet launched your first course, that one is really, really quite effective. YouTube bootcamp. So if you're looking to promote yourself on YouTube to get people coming to your courses and stuff like that, the YouTube bootcamp is very, very good. Time management and productivity, 3-day email bootcamp, the 5-day challenge bootcamp. So how to create a challenge as a lead generation system. And then the 5-day blogging bootcamp, of course. So they're all there for you to take advantage of. And, you know, we've got other ones that we're going to be adding in here over time. We're just about to launch a new workshop, which is going to come out next week, which is a tour of Zenler workshop. So these will end up going in here too. So that's the training. Then we've got events. So if we go to events, so evergreen and live events. So you can see there's different events here. That needs updating. Live streams. So we stream lots of events live into our Facebook group, YouTube channel. Join us here. New releases. So if you click on the new release one, it will open up into YouTube. So these are all of our new releases. The most recent one, 3 weeks ago, bulk coupon creation. So if you've not yet done that, that's something that could be really beneficial for you, especially if you're selling on AppSumo and they say generate 1,000 coupon codes. Well, you can now do it in here and you couldn't do it before. So they're really helpful to be able to do that. So the new community features. So communities extended edition and a normal one. So we had a big overhaul on communities recently. So if you don't recognize that that had been done, where have you been? It really is a great experience now to bring people in, and it's only the first phase of the community update that's going on. We've been adding bits in. We also did a update recently. This is not here. So we need to put this up where you can now email in a community. So write a post as the admin, click email, and it'll email people in that community, which you can use once in 48 hours, and it'll reset and send a different one if you wish. So that's how that's set right now. So look for that. That will be in the Facebook group under the announcements tab. So or the featured announcements, I should say. New branding revealed, community features new. So there's lots of stuff here that's really, really beneficial for you. So that's new releases. Then we have resources. Let's see if this one's been done yet. So report a bug, Zenler change log. So if you want to see what's going on there, we used to go through the change log every week on office hours to sort of just update you on some of the tech stuff that's been going on and some of the other stuff that's been going on. We tend not to do it now because there's a lot of people getting a bit overwhelmed with the technical side of it. But if you're interested, you can click on there and have a look at what's been going on behind the scenes to make sure that you and your students have a great experience. Zenler status, so it's a service status. So if something's not working or the site's not working or whatever, you can click on there and it will tell you whether it's any good. We have a showcase site where you can submit your site to be showcased on a Zenler site. So we've got one where we've got lots of people in there in different categories. Let me just click through on here. This should open up. You can see here. No, it's not on there yet. Oh, it is the showcase. So our showcase. So if you click on these, so if you go to tech design and coding, for example, these are the sites that are on there, and they'll click through. If you go to education and training, as an example, there's quite a few on here. And you could get your site on there. Great way to get a link. So pretty useful. Pay plan comparison, we talked about that earlier. If you're upgrading from free, you know, you're looking to do an onboarding, you need to be on a paid plan. Click on there and it will tell you the difference between the three plans. Competitor matrix, that just shows us against other well-known platforms. And then if you're looking to have a feature included in the Zenler platform that isn't yet available, go over here to the new feature request, and that will help you out there. So that's resources. So we've got the comparisons here. That's comparison. Tech support, I'm not going to go into that. We went into that last week. So if you need tech support, so it's not working, it's broke, you can't get it to work, then head on over here. And then that's the Zenler blog. And there's other bits and pieces on here that you'll find really useful. And of course, don't forget, we've got the Zenler app. Rakesh put a notification in that the branded app is very, very close so you can have your own branded Zenler app rather than having the Zenler on it and having it branded our way. You can do that. And there are some little things that you can do, but this is going to be a complete thing. So, and obviously, that's going to be talked about much more in the coming weeks. So look out for that if that excites you and interests you. Okay, so that's the tutorial site. Have a look there if you need any of that. If you want to get involved in any of that, it's there for you to peruse at your leisure. So let me stop sharing my screen for a minute. And you know, you might find something that's really helpful in there. And that's the great thing about these, that you just never quite know. So that's the tutorial site, the new look tutorial site. It's not finished yet, it's still being worked on. So bear with the team as they go through that, and you will hopefully get quite excited about how that's going to work for you. Now, let me flick over my screen again. So the second part of office hours is very much about showing you a part of the Zenler platform that you may be unfamiliar with, something that you're not sure about. You didn't maybe know it existed or why it existed. And every week I tend to pick something, or if I have another educator on with me, we talk about it and they pick something and they'll show you what's going on with it. So this week I've got quite an interesting one, and this came up in conversation, which is why I'm going to be talking about it. So this is my test site. Let me just come off camera again. And we're in the dashboard. So when you go onto site, and you'll get this when you go through the quick start guide as well, we have certain things here, and I'm just going to go through these first two. So site settings and branding. So site settings, that's the name of our site. So as you can see, education.newzenler.com. That's what it is. And I haven't got a custom domain on it. It is just a newzenler.com website. It's absolutely fine. It works. It's publicly available as much as I want it to be. And you can just use that if you wish. If you want to put your own domain on it, and this is where people get a little confused. So I go over to 123reg or Namecheap or something like that, and I go, right, my business is called happydogs.com. So I might go over there and go, right, I want to go and buy happydogs.com. So I go and buy that domain name. And then I'm on a pro plan. So this is only for the pro or premium. Maybe I want one of my other sites to be training.happydogs.com. So that would be a subdomain. So that's the difference. And people are getting very confused over what's a domain and what's a subdomain. So a subdomain would be, a normal domain name would be www.happydogdogs.com. That's a normal domain. A subdomain would be www.training.happydogs.com. So that's a subdomain of the main domain. So it's really simplistic, really easy to work out. And you can have on here subdomains, you can have core domains, high level domains, whatever you want. And it's absolutely no problem. And if you need help on doing that, we do have tutorials that will show you exactly how to do this. I think we did about 3 or 4 different different platforms where we bought domains and we showed you how to do it. When we did it at the time, it was absolutely correct. They may have updated their interface by now, I don't know, but it will certainly give you an idea of how it's meant to work. If you get really stuck, speak to where you bought the domain from and say, this is what I'm trying to do on this platform, how do I do it? And they should be able to help you do it. GDPR settings. Really important for websites nowadays. And we did have a question come in about the cookie consent. So if we enable this, so as a standard, it's turned off. So if you're based in the European Union or you process personal data of individuals, and you would need to be compliant with GDPR regulations. When you enable GDPR, EU visitors on your site will see your marketing consent checkbox and marketing consent text fields on your form, and also see cookie consent banner as well automatically. So we'd have to turn that on. Now we can update this, so we can edit this and we can edit this. And if we edit it, we literally just go in there and we just click on update. Now, if you don't want that, there is another way of embedding your own cookie consent piece of software, whatever it is, that you can do. And we'll come to that in just 1 second. So that's the GDPR settings so that is marketing consent text and cookie message. We're all familiar with those. Then we have invoice. So invoice settings. So you can add your VAT ID, you can add additional text on here, and this would allow people to download their invoices. The students can download their invoices when they purchase from you. So if you haven't switched that on, you can switch that on. That's really an easy one. Address. So you need a business address if you're going to email. Excuse me. If you're going to email out, you need a business address, or it will come up and say there's no sender address. It's a legally compliant thing. Now you need an address on here. Now, if you work from home, you can have your street name on there. You don't need to have a number on there if you wish not to, but you do need to have your business name, your address. So it could be a road name, street name, whatever, city, state, zip code, and country. If you don't update that and put that in, you can't email out via this system. It just won't work. Then we have notification emails. Now, we went through these 2 or 3 weeks ago. System generated welcome emails. Lots of people turn these off because they want to have their own emails set up within courses and things like that, and set up those automations going through. So they turn off the generic ones, otherwise they'll get both. So it's a little bit overwhelming. So most people end up turning that off. Um, but the send cart abandoned email, which we can set up, is really, really powerful. So this is the dunning aspect. So someone comes in, they see your cart, put their email address in, don't purchase. Then after whatever period of time, we can send them an email saying, look, you didn't purchase. You know, are you still up for this? Here's the link again, that type of thing. And you do get additional sales by doing that. So that's the notification emails. Now, global includes. So remember when we talked about the GDPR settings and somebody was saying, look, I want to put my own cookie message banner in or whatever. And you can do this for chat widgets. You can do it for all sorts of things. This is where it would go. So Facebook pixels and all of this type of thing. And you've got two ways of doing it. You can do it on all pages and you can do it on your course plan. So you would put your code in here. So it might be for your cookie consent banner. So you'd set it up in your other software, get the code, right, the embed code or whatever code it is that you need. And then you put it over here, a couple of spaces underneath. So if you needed more than one thing, you can put more than one thing in. You just copy paste the code over, save it, update, maybe need to clear the cache and check that it works. If you've got something else like a chat widget or a WhatsApp button or something like that, then you can go off, create that, get the code for that, and then stick that underneath, and you'll have both working on there. And that's what that area is for. With the course players, you might have something that specifically you want in there. So this is the head section of the course player. So you might want to change some of the styling or whatever, but we're not going to go into that. If you know what that is, then you'll do. But the all page one is a really, really useful one to know it exists. And somebody didn't know it existed this week. Then of course we have our time zone. So we're in Europe, London. So you just set your time zone because that determines when you're sending stuff and all of that. And then you've got your sitemap. So just remember to recreate your sitemap where appropriate, and that will work for you. Okay. And then we head down to the branding area. So the branding area is, as it says, it gives you a base outline of how things operate on your site and how they look. So this would be our logo. This will appear on the top left of the navigation bar and on emails sent to your students. Now you can take it out of the emails if you wish and replace it. People do that, but it's put in there as a standard thing, so you don't have to keep trying to find it if you don't know where it is. Favicon, we know what favicons are. That's this little thing up here. So when someone opens a new tab, it will have that there, and that's your favicon. So rather than having it just like this one, which is grey, which is the bulk standard without a favicon, you'll have it like Facebook, or you'll have it like that one. And then we've got fonts. So these are fonts that are available within the Zenler platform already. So you can marry these fonts up if you want. These are available for you to use. Or you can upload a custom font. And if you click on this bit here, it will allow you to teach you how to upload your own custom font. Now, people do have problems with this. That's more a case of where they're getting their fonts from. So we don't take any responsibility for that, but there is a guide there that will give you a good idea on how you can do that. And then you set your own font pairs. So for heading fonts and heading style, you can change all of this. You can add in whatever you wish. You can see there's quite a lot here that's already in the system. Okay. For the body font, so that goes within the text. So anywhere you've got body text within your site, it will just have regular font, regular styling, and you'll choose your font there. Railway is a good one to have. It's very easy. And then we have our course player font family. So again, slightly different. So heading font, how do we want that to look? Body font. So header is the main one, H1s, H2s. And then we've got the body text, which is the smaller text, which is normally sort of between 12 and 16 point when you're typing it in. And then we add our colours in. So, and this will be throughout the site, how this works. And it's really easy to just go on there. You can get, if you don't know what your colours are, but you've got a logo, I don't think this has a colour picker. It doesn't. But if you just do a search for colour picker, you can get a little little piece of software that literally has like a pencil on it. Hover it over what color you want, and it will pull that code off of that color for you. So, and then you can just copy that and then paste it in here, and it will come up with the right color. And that's a really nice little bit of software to help you get your colors correct. So link colors, link hover color, so we don't want them the same. Text colors, button hover color, and these are bulk standard ones. These are not the ones you create in the page builder or anything like that. And this is for the header of the site, so the main part up here. Yeah. And then we've got the footer, which is at the bottom of the site. Same sort of stuff, background colors, blah blah blah. And then we've got the body of on every page of what that's going to look like, and some of it can be changed. Then we've got the course player curriculum, and of course the blog, so the theme color for the blog. So there's quite a bit there to get your head around, but when you go through this, and let me just put myself back on. When you go through this, and at the beginning of when you start with your site, you generally tend to only need to do it once. It's in the quick start guide as well, which goes through some of that stuff. But it's, if you're looking at it going, oh, I wish my header links looked a different color or something like that, you know now where to go. It's under the branding part of your site. If you want to add like a pop-up, you know, WhatsApp widgets now really, really popular. You know, go off and get one. There's free software out there where you can generate a code which will embed it. And then you can add that into your site so people can WhatsApp message you. Or if you wanted a chat bot in there and you wanted to add that in, you could do that. So there's lots of different ways of using those two areas to really make the experience on your sites far better. So let me have a look and see if we've got any questions coming. We haven't as yet. So that sort of concludes office hours. Remember that we do have live things running each and every week. So we have the live support desk running on a Thursday, so that's today. Runs at 4 till 6 p.m. and Manmeet is on there, and she will answer any of your educational questions. So if you want to know how to do something on Zenler, you've got 2 hours there. You've got to come on camera, talk to her, and explain what it is that you want, and she'll help you. If she can't help you, she'll find a resource for you to help you. So remember, as Zenler gets bigger, we don't always have all of the answers. And we've seen that recently. So, and that's fine. As long as we can help you and find the answer, then that should be a great situation for you. We have the onboarding and the demo webinars that are running every week. We've seen them in the tutorial site, how you can access those. And next week, we're launching the Tour of Zenler workshop. So that's running for 3 or 4 weeks. So it'll be 2 or 3 days a week. We're splitting it down because we're going to be going through quite a lot of information there. So look out for those. Most of the team are getting involved in delivering those as well. So it's not just me. There's other people that are going to be doing that too. So look out for that. It's going to be quite exciting to go through it and really delve into and understand a bit more what does what and where can you find different bits of what you need within the platform. So that's starting next week. So we just concluded the community workshop that Manmeet ran in January, obviously to tie up with the community launch. And we've got some other bits and pieces happening during the course of the next week or so. And of course, I'll be back here for office hours live next week. So listen, have a great day, everybody. Enjoy using the platform. I'll catch up with you real soon. And if not, I'll see you in the workshop next week. If not, I'll catch you back on office hours live or somewhere else live. Thanks, everyone. See you later.